So we're here at the Devil May Cry stand down on the Eurogamer Expo show floor. Obviously this is a Western take on Devil May Cry, Ninja Theory based in Cambridge. So what did you make of their efforts?
It's looking lovely and it feels really, really good. I tried it a little bit earlier in the year and I still think it's a really nice take on that kind of that action formula. So fair play to Ninja Theory on that one. You were saying you weren't so convinced by the animation. It's not as natural as in Enslaved.
This is it. I think they spent a lot of time on Enslaved, kind of getting that performance capture thing. I think by necessity, because this is a Devil May Cry game, there's a lot more sort of over the top kind of animations and stuff. But I do feel like maybe some of the fidelity has been lost. There are elements that are kind of really, really sharp, and the facial animation is still pretty good, but it's not quite as sort of instantly stunning as Enslaved. But you know, these guys are like master storytellers, and I think maybe the bit of Enslaved that was weaker was the action, and that's been kind of propped up by the Capcom connection and by making a Devil May Cry game. And so combined with their storytelling, I think it's going to be pretty strong.
I think the action is actually pretty convincing, and the traversal with the kind of angel glide, I really enjoy that a lot. And also the enemy design obviously harks back to Devil May Cry, but also reminds me of more recently like Bayonetta with sort of angelic demonic monsters.
I love the way the levels rebuild themselves as well as you're sort of running through them.
Yeah, and that chase sequence where the city's kind of closing in around you as you move, it's really really exciting, really dynamic. I enjoyed that.
What did you make of the boss battle with the giant bile slug monster thing?
It's a bit of a jerk, isn't he? Yeah, so you have to hop around off these platforms and stay out of the way of the goo or something, isn't it, on the floor, on the platforms. How did you find it? Did you manage it?
I didn't manage to beat him, actually. I did get killed. But yeah, I thought the animation of that boss was really good, because as you kind of glide around the platforms, it kind of scuttles after you and stuff, and it looks really, really good. But it's another one of these kind of multi-stage boss battle things where you kind of ends up suspended and you've got to take out the tubes and things. So it's quite complex, but that's what Devil May Cry is all about, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the cutscene just before. We didn't have headphones on, but I remember from an earlier occasion the boss is super sweary. You have just this really filthy like slanging match with the boss beforehand.
Who the fuck are you?
So it's got that kind of sort of teenage nihilist attitude that Dante has, and that we've seen previously in the story and in the cinematics.
I kind of missed that because of the noise of the show floor, but actually, you know what, I'm kind of happy to save the storyline. I'm now convinced by the action, so I'm happy to leave the storyline for when I play it in full.
All right, yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Excellent, so that was Devil May Cry on the show floor at Eurogamer Expo. Check outside Xbox for more stuff later in the day.
You can't kill me. I'm 1,200 years old.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.